Some of you watching this right now are tired, not just physically tired. I'm talking about that deep soul level exhaustion. And let me say something to you right now. It is okay to admit it. Okay? I know you say it to yourself, maybe to your partner, maybe to a friend. But sitting here with me, let me name it clearly. You are exhausted. Okay. That the kind of exhaustion where you love your kids, but you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Okay. You're smiling less, you're more agitated. The things that used to bring you joy don't hit the same anymore. And the things that used to feel light now feel like pressure, right? And then on top of all of that, you feel guilty for even feeling this way. Oh, yeah, I'm naming that too. So now you're not just exhausted, you're ashamed. Let me tell you something right now, clearly, directly, without any hesitation. You are not a bad parent. You're an exhausted human being. Okay. Parenting will expose parts of you you didn't even know existed. Let's be real. Your patient gets tested, check. Your identity gets stretched, check. Your nervous system gets overwhelmed, check. And somewhere along the way, we were sold a lie that, if you feel frustrated, overwhelmed, resentful, something must be wrong with you as a parent. And maybe nobody said it directly to you, right? But let's keep it real. You see it every day. Perfect families online, smiling, well-behaved kids. And then you got those voices around you. We got family, friends, the generations before us, all with their opinions, all with the advice, all subtly or not so subtly making you question yourself as a parent. And before you even realize it, you start believing it. Something must be wrong with me. No. Something is happening inside of you as a human being. Let me be real with you. There have been many moments with my own kids where I felt overwhelmed to the point where, I had to step away. And I'm not talking about once or twice, okay? I'm talking about many times. I'm talking about moments where I thought, man, this is too much. Why is this hard right now? It has to be me. Because what do they know? It's all on me. And immediately after that thought, guilt showed up. That voice, good parents don't feel this way. And here's the part that really gets you. Even when someone loves you enough to support you in that moment, even when your partner is actually validating you, that voice, it still creeps in, doesn't it? But here's the truth I had to learn. Not just as a father, as a therapist as well. Suppressing your humanity does not even make you a better parent. It makes you a more disconnected one. And when you disconnect from yourself, you will eventually disconnect from your children, because you cannot stay emotionally present for them if you are emotionally abandoning yourself. Let's slow this down, okay, and really understand what's happening, because this is not random, y'all. It's not. It's not. Don't feel bad. See, when you're overwhelmed as a parent, a few things happen. So your nervous system is overloaded. So what do we mean by that? That means your body is in a constant state of stress. Okay? You're more reactive, you're more sensitive, more easily triggered. Okay? The small things feel big because internally you're already at capacity. Another thing that happens, your emotional bandwidth is depleted. Okay. So you've been giving and giving and giving without enough time to restore. And so now, right, in the moment, you have less patience, you're less tolerant, less ability to regulate your emotions in the hard moments. And you see, look, it's not because you're weak, folks. It's not that. It's because you're depleted. It's okay. Here's another thing that happens. Your expectations are now clashing with reality. We've been there, right? Think about it. You thought parenting would look one way, but your real everyday experience, that joker looks different. That gap, reality versus what's your expectations, it creates frustration, disappointment, even resentment. And so instead of saying things like, I need support, I need rest, I'm overwhelmed, what do you say to yourself? Think about it. I'm failing. I'm not fit for this. I'm doing more harm than good. Or I can't do this. But let me be clear. That's not the truth. It's not. See, that's conditioning, y'all. See, that's years of messaging, expectations, pressure. All those things are telling you that your worth as a parent is tied to how well you perform, not how honestly you are experiencing in the moment. See, parents, your feelings are not the problem. Your relationship to your feelings is. If every time you feel overwhelmed, you shame yourself, you judge yourself, or try to suppress it, then your feelings don't get processed. They get amplified. See, but when you acknowledge those feelings, right? When you name them, when you allow them, they move through you instead of controlling you. So today, let me give you something most parents never receive. Permission. Permission to say, this is hard. I'm overwhelmed. I need a break. Without attaching shame to it. Because when you stop shaming yourself, dear parent, something powerful actually happens. You become more present, more patient, more connected. And let me tell you something from experience. Okay? When you shift that internal relationship with yourself, your entire family system, they feel it, right? The tension lowers, energy shifts. Your children even start responding differently. And in those moments, you finally get something you've been searching for. Reassurance. Reassurance, not that you're perfect, but that you're enough. Okay. You don't need to be a perfect parent. You need to be a regulated one. And regulation doesn't start with your kids. I'm going to be honest. It starts with you. Dear parent, acknowledging your humanity, not suppressing it. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, don't ask, what's wrong with me? I need you to ask, what do I need right now? Because you're not a bad parent. You're a human being trying to raise other human beings. And that will always be hard. But you don't have to do it, guys, just shaming yourself along the way. Nah. And before you go, if this message resonated with you in any way, if something you felt seen, understood, or even just a little alone, a little less alone, I want you to do a few things, please. First, like this video, not for me, but so that this message can reach another parent who needs it. Second, subscribe to the Dear Parent channel, because this is just the beginning. We're going to keep having these conversations, real conversations, honest ones, the ones that most people are afraid to say out loud. Third, go down into the comments and tell me your truth. Okay? Where have you felt the most guilt as a parent? Where have you felt the most pressure, the most shame, the most exhaustion? Okay? Because this space right here, you don't have to hide. And finally, turn on your notifications, because you don't want to miss the next message. Not just because it's content, but because it might be exactly what you need on a day when parenting feels heavy again. Dear parent, you're not alone. And you're not a bad parent. You're a human one. I'll see you in the next message.